Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Tonight, we're here at Michigan International Raceway for the SuperStar ARCA East season opener here. Should be a good one tonight. In the booth with me, I got Christian Taylor.
Yes, sir. How you doing, Mr. Blake? Looking forward to a good race here at Michigan International. We saw some interesting stuff during the heat races. We've had 2 flips in 2 of the heat races, or excuse me, a flip each. But I don't think we're going to keep them on the ground tonight, boys. Yeah,
you know, some hard racing there in the heats. I believe that we had 8-lap heat races. Both of them had 4-wide racing and some flips. But if you're tuning in here for the first time, you know, the ARCA East Series, we're going to be just showing the main events. We're not going to be showing the heat races. So get used to it here. We're going to be here 10 straight weeks every single Wednesday night right here with the SuperStar ARCA East Series. So be sure to click the like button on the video and subscribe to the page. Very important you do that so you can be here every single week as we wrap up this warm-up with just 27 seconds left till we grid up for the main event. Now, Christian, from what you saw in the heat races, do you have any favorites in mind here for tonight?
Not really from the heat race because he got turned and honestly just destroyed. But I think both of the Barfield brothers, we're going to keep an eye on them. I know from past racing that they are fast, they are quick, and they know how to move through the front. But we got Bryce Barfield starting on the pole. So I think he's going to be my car to watch for the night.
Yeah, you know, most definitely the Barfield's always fast. We actually brought them over here with us from another league, and they're ready to race. But looks like we're about ready to grid up. So let's pull up a little something. Christian, you got your little thing ready for us?
Give me just 1 second here.
While Christian pulls that up, go ahead and pull it up right here on the board. You're going to see the Rogue Energy Pole Award here with the Hutchinson Motorsports TV right here with the SuperStar ARCA East. Christian, go ahead and take the floor.
Are you ready to take your sim racing to the next level? Rogue Energy is the ultimate gaming energy drink loaded with vitamins, minerals, and amino acids. Get laser focused, increased motivation, and longer endurance to excel on the track. Whether you're battling for the lead or perfecting your lap times, Rogue Energy gives you the edge needed. Use code RER at checkout for 10% off your purchase. Don't just play, dominate with Rogue Energy. Bryce Barfield is your pole award for Rogue Energy.
Boy, what a good one. You know, Rogue Energy, I tried it for the first time, and I believe you did as well, Christian, and boy, was that some good stuff or what?
Yeah, I tried it. I got out on the track, and I immediately had, like, multiple seconds of increase on my speed. It was just wonderful.
Yeah, you know, anytime I'm gaming, whether it's iRacing or something else, I pop open a Rogue Energy, and I tell you what, I have the gaming sessions of my life. But Christian, it's time. Tonight's main event. Ladies and gentlemen, here's tonight's starting lineup. On the front row on the inside, the number 45 machine, Bryce Barfield. 2 is outside, and the 51, Sam Lubers.
On the next row, you got Dale Ogborn from the Carolina, number 31. Right next to him, you have Morgan Andell in the number 11 car.
In row number 3 on the inside, we got the number 8 car of Dwayne Young. 2 is outside, the 58 of Tyler Hessling.
And rounding off row number 4, you have Stephen McComas in the number 70, and in the 90 car, Nathan Burrows.
Row number 5 on the inside, going to be the 88, Mark Stewart. 2 is outside, the 9, Shane Williams.
And rounding out row 6, the 69 of George Lesma Jr. and the 32 of Mike Petrine.
Row number 7 on the inside, the number 49 machine, Stephen Farrell. 2 is outside, the 06, James Garrity.
We got the 66 D.W. Wright and the 3 of Thomas Spencer.
And then in row number 9, we got the 94 machine, Peyton Barfield. 2 is outside, the 14, Nathan Fryer.
And row 10, you got the 27 of Joey Beam and the 48 of Gregory Tilson.
And folks, that's all we're going to announce. And I tell you what, if your favorite driver wasn't in the top 20, it's because they're slow. They're in the back. They're going to have to earn it. So that's all as the pace car heads in. The field is set. Your front row going to be Bryce Barfield on the inside. We got Sam Lubers on the outside. I'm sure I'm butchering that, but we'll figure it out. It's the green flags in here in Michigan.
Orderly start. They're getting down the front stretch, getting it 3 wide already.
Yes, sir. They're bunching it up, heading 3 wide into turn 1. We got Tyler Hessling there in the 58 machine.
I mistakenly thought they were going to keep it kind of organized, but we're getting 3 wide, almost 4 wide as we're making through turn 2.
Yes, sir, as Bryce Barfield continues to lead this race out front in the 45 machine, but here comes a 31 of Ogborn making a move.
Moving through the field, that 31 trying to get past on that lower side. Going to still be side by side down the front stretch through the line.
Yeah, going to be a drag race here. And, folks, we're here in these new ARCA cars. You know, a lot of these guys have not ran these cars. I know Bryce Barfield out front, he is not still used to this car. He's more of a next-gen Series Cup guy.
Yep, and I tell you, next-gen, he is fast. You know, oh, we got cars. Oh, somebody off the track. That's the number 18.
That's actually, yeah, I believe that's the guy with the wrong number. What's his name?
Oh, yep. Tyler Hessling in the 58. In the session on the scoreboard, you're going to see the 58, but he's running the number 18 car tonight. His paint guys must have gotten confused or something.
Yeah, you know, this league, we will have, looks like be giving him a warning most likely. He has the wrong number on his paint. That is frowned upon here in the SuperStar ARCA E Series, but I'm sure he'll get it squared away. This is the first race of the season here tonight. Just 60 laps around Michigan International Raceway. Christian, what are you feeling so far? Just 3.5 laps in.
I am seeing door banging all throughout the field. I'm shocked some of these cars can keep it straight. I've seen a few cars get squirrely on corner exit. I'm not sure about their tire saving. This is a wide open track, but that don't mean you necessarily run it wide open. You got to take care of those tires. That's going to keep you loose in the long run.
Yeah, you know, the good thing in Michigan, it's a great track to open up the year. This is a very wide track. You could fit them 5 wide here if you really wanted to.
You could fit it, but I wouldn't recommend it. I've been 4 wide here, and it usually never ends well with just 4.
And, folks, as we look through the field, keep an eye right here. The 94 machine, Peyton Barfield, just put down the fastest lap of the session, a 38.33. He's up to the 10th position after starting in 17th.
Peyton Barfield on rails tonight, as usual.
Yeah, that 94.
Trying to get into some 3 wide action there.
Looking good. And, you know, he is brothers with your, well, he's not your race leader anymore. It looks like Bryce Barfield has given up the race lead to the number 90 machine of Nathan Barrows.
Back there, they're getting aggressive. They keep trying to poke you 4 wide, but it looks like they're playing it smart. You know, this is only lap 5, gentlemen.
Yeah, you know, still a long way to go here tonight. We're here on lap number 5 as Peyton Barfield has worked himself up to 8, but we got a new fastest lap of the session, the 09 Carl Cantonis in the 09 machine, putting down a 38.27, using the draft to help him out a little bit.
A very drafty track. That's what makes this track a little bit dangerous on the aero side. You get turned around, you might just go over.
Yes, sir. And as we look to the field, you know, here, if you're new at Hutchinson Motorsports TV, let me take a look. We have something called the Hutchinson Motorsports TV Battle for Last. Let's find out who's holding it. You know, the Battle for Last has some unique rules, folks. It doesn't go to a guy that's crashed or is in the pits, has an issue, connection error. It's about the guy driving hard and being the slowest out on the track. And, folks, right now, that's the number 14, Nathan Fryer, holding down the Hutchinson Motorsports Battle for Last. Congratulations, Nathan. You are slow.
Something today I learned about Nathan Fryer there after going on the inboard camera. The medical center is named after him. What does that tell you, Blake?
That tells me he's not very good and that he wrecks a lot. But not only does he wreck a lot, it seems like he's pretty slow as well.
Well, hopefully he stays right there and everyone else stays out of his way.
And we'll find out. But let's jump back out front as our race leader is once again Bryce Barfield in the 45 car, taking over the race lead out of McDonough, Georgia.
He's got the lead now, but Tyler Hessling is trying to battle him on that lower side, and the 90 car behind him.
Oh,
that's the 90 of Barr, 3 wide for the lead, and the 31 is taking advantage of it, following him right through. It's like a train down the center. And
yeah,
Peyton Barfield up there going to follow him through.
Yeah, you know, one thing I've noticed here at Michigan, the draft is definitely a factor here. You know, it's not like a super speedway, but if you have help down a straightaway, you're definitely going to get by some guys. Oh, caution is out.
We're wrecking it back in the pack.
Oh, here it is. It looks like the 28 of Ryan Nardone has just junked it. Let's see what happened. All right, so here we go. So here's Ryan Nardone there in the 28 car on the inside. Play this here, see what's happening. Oh, looks like they get collected in front of the car, nowhere to go, and just absolutely annihilated somebody. So let's try to find what actually happened at the start of that wreck here. As we're under caution, let's see if this is the... I don't think this is right either. Yep, it's in front of them, so I don't know. Some guys just junked it. It's these guys up front, the 11, the 84, they're junked. So caution is out here as we jump back out front. Let's check out and see if these guys want to come down pit road. Looks like your race leader is going to be the 90 of Barrows. Then we got Barfield in the 45, followed by Ogborn, Barfield, and Hessling to round out your top 5. They're still wrecking.
It's a little bit too early to come.
They're still
my
wrecking,
goodness,
folks. Man, these guys are junking it. Boy, I tell you what, if you're new here, this ARCA East Series, this is the developmental series. If you're running the top 10, you promote to the Cup Series. And you can tell some of these guys might be a little new. Let's try to find out what happened here under caution. I don't know. I'm not going to be able to find it. There's too many cars. Timing and scoring isn't working right, so we're not even going to worry about it. But here comes some guys down pit road. Looks like Bryce Barfield made the wrong call, staying out there, and basically the rest of the field coming down.
As your leader, you think everyone's going to stay out, and that's kind of almost a gutting feeling, looking in your mirror, seeing everyone else going while you're staying on the track. But maybe Bryce knows something we don't. We know he's got speed in the long run, so we'll see.
Yeah, well, the good news for Bryce, there's only been 10 laps on the tire, so yeah, it's going to be an advantage for the guys pitting, but we're going to see if it's going to factor. And I'm tell you what, the guy in second, he might have decided before, I'm going to do the opposite of what your race leader does. And that could have been what happened there. But let's pull up your Hutchinson Motorsports TV side-by-side cam, folks. The best side-by-side cam in the business. As we'll be right back. We're going to take a short break. Be back here in a jiffy. We appreciate you tuning in, folks. SuperStar ARCA East Series here at Michigan. As we return back here to Michigan for the SuperStar ARCA East season opener, we're back. The pit stop has ended. We're going to be throwing the green this time around as Barfield and McComas are on the front row. Christian's done some research, and he's found out some important information about us. Christian, go ahead.
It looks like these cars are going to get 25 to 30 laps of fuel. They're going to have 3 sets of tires over the wall. And we're thinking, if our information is correct, a 2-stop race. But if someone is smart, saving that fuel, they could stretch it to a 1-stop race. But we talked about Bryce Barfield staying out. That might be his strategy there. But that being said, he only has about 20 laps left, a little bit over 20 laps left of fuel. So we're going to see how that goes.
The guys that pit, though, they are going to have to keep an eye on that fuel window. If it's only 25 to 30 laps, they're going to have a small window where they got to pit to make this a 2-stop race still. So here comes a pace truck heading in out of the way. Again, Bryce Barfield going to kick this race off. Then McComas right on his outside, but the field is set 2 by 2 through the field. Green flag in the air. Bryce Barfield with a big jump there in the 45 car.
We had some swirliness in the back there. The battle for last just got intense.
Well, we got to keep an eye on that battle for last because Nathan Fryer, that might be the only award he can win this season. Let's jump back there and see what's going on.
So they got it all narrowed out. I saw that green car. I'm not sure who that was. He got almost sideways in the beginning there.
Looks like
We
right
got
now
people complaining in the
Jacob.
chat.
Yep, yeah, there's some arguing going on. We'll let Christian tell you guys about that here in a moment. But it looks like the 37, Jacob Brooks, throwing his hat in for the Hutchinson Motorsports Battle for Last. Let's hop on board with this slow number 37 car, Jacob Brooks. So as we watch the battle for last, I don't know. I don't know. It seems like it's a crate engine or he's going half throttle. I'm not sure, one of the two. But Christian, go ahead. You said some drivers were arguing on the radio. What did you hear?
Well, whatever happened at the beginning of that restart, excuse me, there was some controversy about people fussing back and forth that somebody felt it should have been a caution. But everybody's rolling, so I don't see why we should have had one personally.
I agree with you. As we look through the field, Dwayne Young with a good run so far, sitting in the 6th spot. Good to see Dwayne out there as he followed us from another series, wanting to run this SuperStar ARCA East Series, throw his hat in the ring and see what he's got for these cars.
Good run so far, running 5th.
And we got Nathan Barrows, who just put down the fastest lap of the session at 37.97. That's Barrows in the 90 car. I believe he came down pit road, so he does have those fresh tires, and he's putting them to use as Barrows is slicing and dicing his way to the front as he gets to the bumper as the caution comes out. So let's see what happened. We got some arguing on the radio. Oh, we got a car upside down.
We got a car over, of course.
Okay.
We knew that was going to happen. We talked about it in the heat races.
Yeah, you know, we were watching the 2 heat races as we got ready for this broadcast, and there were 2 flips in both heat races. So let's see what happened here as the 88 is upside down. There's Mark Stewart, goes up here. Oh, wow. I don't know why he's throwing a block there. That's like in the back. He's in the very back throwing blocks, gets junked. The 51 is junk as well. And we got some guys just...
bags on board.
Yeah, there's some guys just flying through the field. Talk about ARCA brakes. You know, we are in the ARCA car, so it looks like they're bringing the ARCA brake as well. But boy, I tell you what, though, seeing that run there, that 90 car of Barrows might have showed us what these new tires can do for you, because I tell you what, he was passing cars left and right there during that restart. We're going to see what our race leader, Bryce Barfield, wants to do here. He didn't pit last time. Is he going to come down this time? Christian, what do you think?
I think he's still 15 laps, but he's coming up on that fuel window. Like we said, 25 to 30 laps. I think he's coming this time. And he does not.
Looks like he's going to might be stretching this thing down to a one-stop race. He might be thinking there's going to be a lot of cautions. And honestly, if I'm Bryce Barfield out front, I'm probably going to agree with him. Because he said, well, let's see, we had a 25 to 30 laps on fuel. And, you know, we've had a handful of caution laps already. So I bet you he can go 30 to 37 laps on a tank of fuel.
We know from our 5150 days that Bryce Barfield is great on strategy. When it comes down to it, he could win the race off strategy or speed.
Yeah, you know, and I've seen him before in another series. He hopped in as crew chief for his brother Peyton Barfield, who went down a lap or two, and Bryce Barfield gave him some calls that actually got him back, and then he was able to win the race. But we look through the field here, a handful of guys coming off of pit road. There's Carl Cantonis in the 09 car. Well, actually, Christian, that might be another one for you to write down. Is he in the 09 or is he in the 97?
We got another paint shops on board.
We got another paint violator right there. Somebody sound the siren. Carl Cantonis. You got the wrong number, bud. Busted. So, nonetheless, here, Bryce Barfield, still your race leader, as they're going to be getting the field set this time around. We're on lap number 16 out of 60 here with the SuperStar ARCA E-Series opener at Michigan. Hutchinson Motorsports TV, the world's #1 streaming service, folks. Be sure, click the like button on the video, subscribe to the page. But, Christian, looks like we got a lot of comments here in the chat to go through. Let's see what we've missed here with our great fans in the chat.
Very active.
Yeah, it looks like we got Frumpy out there rooting for Shane. I don't know Shane who, but we got Rogue Tech out there rooting for Nathan Fryer. And we got Dante in the chat, one of the biggest fans of Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Boy, does she love it.
She lets me iRace all the time. That is my wife out there.
Boy, and is she proud or what? She's tunes into every race Christian's involved in, whether he's racing or broadcasting. I tell you what, Christian could be out there, you know, throwing a towel for the pit crew member, and Danielle would probably be watching.
She's like my little Cars characters. You know, the two convertibles screaming Lightning McQueen? That's my wife right there.
Yes, sir, but it looks like the field is set. We're on the back stretch. We're going to be going green this next time around, heading into lap number 18, folks. We're not even a third of the way done. We've already had a flip. We've had a bunch of wrecks. Christian, how many fast repairs do we have here? Do you know?
I do not know. Give me a moment. I will try to figure that information out for us.
Christian's going to be a head researcher today here in the statistics department, so he's going to look into that for us. But Bryce Barfield, he's basically dominated this race, but keep an eye on that 90 car, Nathan Barrows. He's had his hat in there, and he's got the fresher tires. Looks like we got a car blinking, and that's Rusty Rafferty in the 00 car. Not good for the Frostburg, Maryland native. Rusty Rafferty, you're going to try to get that thing lined out and rolling. But we are set, we're ready to roll. Still got a bunch of cars out here. How many cars are still rolling? We still got 30 cars rolling. And we started this with 39, I believe. So, but the field is set. Green flag in the air. Once again, jump here. Right behind him, though, in the 94, it's Peyton Barfield. The two brothers have finally connected. Peyton had a rough run in the heat race, had to start in the back as Bryce throws a block on that bad, fast 90 car.
And as we watch this battle for the lead, I have gotten information from the top end booth that there are no fast repairs. If you junk it, you're out.
Man, that is tough news as they're bumping each other down the straightaway here racing hard. That's tough news when you got 39 cars out on the track. No fast repairs. That's kind of scary. And we got a three-wide battle here for the third position. It's the 90 and the 00 and the 18 with the 31 inserting himself into the battle. Looks like we got some tandem drafting out front. The two Barfields are hooked up, and I tell you what, these two, you know, they are brothers, and they will stay together. These guys do work together. A lot of brothers don't. With a 00, smokes the wall. Rusty Rafferty gonna have some damage.
Brought some extra toe links tonight.
I hope so, because I tell you what, I think the left side of the car lifted up off the ground when he smoked it. And he continues to blink as well. But here comes Peyton Barfield going down to the bottom, making a pass for the race lead, potentially. We're on the right front suspension cam with Barfield as he battles door to door with his brother Bryce. Heading into 1 and 2. Side by side.
Oh, he missed him!
Oh, right there, Peyton Barfield just jumped his brother on Hutchinson Motorsports TV. My, oh my. Christian, walk us through this wreck here. Here's the chopper cam. We'll let you call us through this wreck.
Alrighty, as we go to the Hutchinson Motorsports chopper cam, that 45-94 watches up the track, keeps coming, gets him loose and finishes him off, says him later, loser, I'm the better brother. We'll argue about it later, but I'm going to win this race. My, oh my,
you know, brothers, I just was talking about how well they work together, but maybe something's changed here. There might be a little bit of drama there in the Barfield household later tonight in McDonough, Georgia.
To be a fly on the wall in their Discord channel right now. I see them down there in the team chat. I bet they're not happy with each other.
Hey, well, you know what I'm thinking we should do? I think we should pull one of them up here and see what they got to say.
Alrighty. We're going to pull the victim or the...
I say we pull up Peyton for making the move here. Let me get him in here.
All right, let's get
Peyton, Blake, and Christian up in the booth. How you doing, buddy?
What?
Blake and Christian up here in the booth. How you doing here, buddy?
Oh, good, I guess.
Well, what were you thinking there when you just junked your brother there for the race lead?
Well, you know, I saw him out in the lead, and I thought he was having too much fun. So, you know, I was like, you know, I'm gonna clean him out.
Hey, well done, buddy. Go ahead, Christian.
Oh, so I just saw you come up the track. Was there any hostility said between the two of you there?
No, I wasn't actually trying to wreck him, but you know, whatever. He's not mad at me now.
Oh yeah, we figured. But hey, best of luck the rest of this race. We'll see you back down.
Yeah, it's impossible to pass out here. So I tried passing him, and that's what happens. If you're not on the outside, you can't pass at all.
Yeah, no, I get it. Stuff happens. But, hey, best of luck. We'll see you down. Hopefully you can get that thing rolling as you still got 38 laps left to go.
All right.
There's Peyton Barfield after junking his brother. He's not your race leader now as Hesseling benefited. He took over the race lead. Well, Christian, what do you think? Hopefully, I mean, I'm pretty sure Bryce isn't going to have much damage there. Looks like it was just a spin move, so should be good to go once he comes down pit lane.
Yep, if he has anything, it's just going to be some minor left rear damage, but I think we're going to pit, get these cars, who's going to pit, come down, and then get back out and have some more green flag racing, we hope, with 22 laps into the 60-lap race.
Yeah, the 45 of Barfield leaving pit road here. So he's all the way back in the...
Right.
Yeah, he should be all right. But the bad news for him, he's in 27th right now. Actually, the bottom of his bumper... Hang on, let me take a look. I feel like I saw something, but maybe not. No, it's good. Yeah, he's good to go. So the 45, he's going to tag on to the back. He's going to have to work the pit strategy. I don't think he's going to be able to do the one-stop strategy now. So let's see what he's got for us as Tyler Hessling takes over the race lead in the number... Well, he's the number 58, but you see him on your screen as the 18. So let's look through the chats here. Let's see if Hessling... I don't know. There's just too many. It's too late to worry about, so we're not going to pull him in. I do see him in the chat now. We're going to be going green, I believe, next time around. So, Christian, at this moment, who's your favorite to win as Bryce Barfield has to come back through the field?
Honestly, if I'm in the other car right now, I'm going to be afraid to pass that 94 car. We saw him just turn his own brother. I'd be afraid he turned me too, so you're going to have to pass him strategically. But I'm still going to put Bryce Barfield as my car to watch. When he gets mad, he races hard. He's going to find his way through the field. There's still a good amount of racing to go. We're going to see how this is going to turn out.
Yeah, you know, if he's willing to turn his brother on lap number 20 out of 60 for the race lead, he's going to do it to anybody. But I'll tell you who my pick to win it right now is after what I've seen. We're 23 laps in this thing. I've seen all these guys battling through the field. My pick to win it, it's the number 90 of Nathan Barrows. That thing has been bad fast all night long.
Good pick, one to watch there.
But it looks like the field is set. We are ready to roll. Your front row going to be Tyler Hessling on the inside, Peyton Barfield on the outside. But folks, as we got a moment, be sure to click the like button on the video, subscribe to the page because it is important for us so you can be here every Wednesday night for the SuperStar ARCA series as we continue through the season and the pace car heads in. Rolling into the restart zone. Field is set. Green flag in the air. And another good jump there by your race leader. Hessling going to roll back up to the top.
Dave Barfield trying to get that draft going with the 90 car catching him. We're going to have some racing for the lead action here in just probably one turn.
Yeah, but I'll tell you where we're going to go, though. We're not worried about the lead. We're worried about the Hutchinson Motorsports battle for last as Nathan Pryor tries to hold off these guys. Folks, Rusty Rafferty, we know he's got damage. I may not be including him in this battle for last. So I'm going to give it to the number 24. That is a good-looking car. The 24 at David Nimmert is winning your battle for last at the moment. But it looks like he's duking it out 3 wide with these guys.
Might say he might have one of the best-looking cars in the field. It's a shame he's running a hybrid tonight.
Well, I tell you what, that thing might look fast, but it is junk as the 24 number continues to roll in the back. But let's jump back out front here as Tyler Hessling trying to run down the 94 Peyton Barfield. We got one in the wall.
Car's junking it.
These guys are junking it. Caution is out. Who was that? I believe that was Ledsma Jr. Let's see. Get a little better view here. Hang on, folks. Let's go to the Hutchinson Motorsports Chopper Cam, best chopper cam in business. As we roll it here, the 17 just cleans the 48's clock. Oh my, collecting a couple. Oh, and the 45 of Barfield involved. Oh man, that is bad news. You know, that's the bad thing.
The 45's back there.
Yeah, you know, that's the bad thing when you get in a wreck. You know, a lot of people think, oh, no big deal, you can just get back to the field. But when you get in a wreck with 35 plus cars, you put that risk out there and you might be collected there in a wreck. Oh boy, let's see this replay one more time. As that guy just cleaned the 48 out. It kind of looked intentional. So let's find the 48 here. Let's play this slow motion. All right, so you see the 17 swerving around, not going to lie, kind of like an idiot. David McSorley just all over the place. We're in Hutchinson Motorsports slow motion view, by the way. Goes down the track. He says, you know what? I'm going to jump the 06. I'm going to junk him. Kind of gets into him. Then he goes, oh, look, another car. I'm going to swerve straight up. Just cleans out the 48. By the way, in the 48, that is Greg Thillison. So he gets collected.
Wilson.
Looks like the 3 gets turned. The 45 to 51 are junk. And I believe 51. That might be about it. So that's unfortunate.
About went over.
Yep. So we're going to pin that one on the 17. He's going to win the Hutchinson Motorsports Idiot of the Week award for that one. David McSorley. Here he is, folks. Let's zoom in on him. That is a good-looking car, though, Christian. What do you think?
Good-looking car. Dirty driver. We're going to have to put him down for the season as one to watch.
Yeah, keep an eye on that 17 car. I'll tell you what, that's probably the coolest-looking car in the field now that I look. But I tell you what, he is out there driving like, I'm going to say Chris Wright in the Xfinity Series.
That's brutal.
But we're here back live as your race leader looks to be Peyton Barfield. Timing and scoring has some troubles whenever we got more than 30 cars. So Peyton Barfield's still out front. Let's pull up your Hutchinson Motorsports pit strategy board. One thing to remember, though, with the pit strategy board, it doesn't always like when we have this many cars. So sometimes it is off. But I think it's right now. We got your top 5 out there. 17 laps on this run. Then we got a few of them with 11. There on the Hutchinson Motorsports pit strategy board. So, Christian, we are 27 laps into this 60-lapper. Are you seeing what you expected?
A little bit more. I knew we were going to have wrecks. I knew we were going to have carnage, but we can't get a green flag run to save our lives. Handful of cars already destroyed out of the race. We got one car 1 lap down, 2 threes, and then on from there. We got to clean this race up, boys. We got to go for another 30 laps. We're just at the halfway point probably when we go green. We got to get some green flag racing in.
Yeah, you know, one thing I've learned, and you have some experience in these large fields in a league, but whenever there's a bunch of cars like this, you really got to chill out. You know, we got 60 laps. You're trying to go 4 wide for 12th place. It just usually isn't going to work out.
It does not. The patience is a virtue, and even as a faster car, you got to have patience. And that car in front of you, got to understand that they might not be as fast as you. That doesn't mean you could run them over.
Yeah, and we've all been there, but looks like Peyton Barfield, still your race leader, going to try to hold off the, well, it's a 58 of Hessling, but again, you're going to see the 18, as he's got the wrong number. But the 94 Barfield, your race leader, is going to choose that high line. Looks like our race leaders have got good starts, every single restart so far, as we're going to do restart number 4 here.
Mike Poole in the chat says it's about to be the Hatfields versus the Hatfields at the next family barbecue.
Most definitely, and let's keep an eye on our chat here. See what our great fan at home, the Rock there is rooting for the 23 car. Where's he running? Christian, you got eyes on the 23 car?
I got the 23 car.
15th place, that's Finley.
Yep,
Looks like Rock's rooting for a mid-packer here. We hope your mid-packer can find a way to the front, Rock. Mike Poole in the chat. We appreciate you tuning in, folks. Once again, be sure to click the like button on the video. Subscribe to the page, because, folks, I tell you what, we're the world's #1 streaming service. Get rid of all your other ones, because you don't need them anymore. Netflix, waste of money. Hulu, you don't need it. Get rid of them all, because Hutchinson Motorsports TV has the world's largest library of racing. But the pace car is in. Field is set. Christian, take a screen.
And we're coming down the green. A Geico restart zone. Peyton Barfield gets the jump, but they're going to catch him now. He's got that. There's no drafting help. They're 3 wide already back in the back behind him.
Yeah, they're battling hard here on the restarts for sure. As second place is developing a battle here between Barrows in the 90 and Hessling in the 58.
Feeling down the back stretch. We got some turning in the back. We look straighten it out. Nope, yellow flag is out. We got the cars back in the beginning.
Oh, the ARCA brake comes out. Oh, and he just gets smoked. The 17, of course. Man, somebody get this guy off the track. The 17 is a weapon. Oh, my. Somebody tell him the brake pedal is on the left. Let's hop on board. Let's just watch this, folks. Look how much time he had. Look at this. They're wrecking. So here, we're on board here with the 17 of David McSorley. So look, they're already wrecking coming off the corner. So you see them. So right now, they're starting to wreck. He's still floored. Still floored. He's
Not gonna
bumping the
acquire.
throttle. Bumping the throttle. Where's he going? Where's he going? Bam. Flat out junks the 34. And I believe his race is over.
Yeah, Blake, I have 3 pedals down there. The one on the left is the clutch. The one on the right is the gas. What does that one in the center do again?
I don't think McSorley knows, but man, boy, I tell you what, they need to have a talking with him after that, because that was pretty bad. You know, I thought the wreck he caused earlier was bad. I think that one was worse. Well, folks, as we're here in caution number 5 with your SuperStar ARCA E-Series, we're going to take a short break here. So we're going to go to the Hutchinson Motorsports side-by-side can get some music playing. We'll be back here in a jiffy. We appreciate you tuning in. Back in a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the SuperStar ARCA East Demolition Derby, the season opener here at Michigan. It has been exciting. And Christian, I hear there's some fireworks going on down there on pit lane.
Yeah, Benjamin Merrick in that 34. You saw him getting hit left. He got hit right. He got hit everywhere. He got released from the Fryer Medical Center, and he walked right down to the pit crew of that, what was it, the 17?
The 17, McSorley, David
Yeah,
McSorley.
he walked into the box and started throwing haymakers. We got some WWE action down in the pits. Punches like I've never seen before.
Yeah,
Ain't nobody can hold him back.
Rumor is the jackman of the 17 car, McSorley, has been inserted into the Fryer Medical Center, and he has not been cleared yet.
Nope.
But here comes the pace car. Your front row is 2 of your favorites to win it. Peyton Barfield on the outside. Nathan Burrows on the inside as they enter the restart zone. Green flag in the air. And a good jump there by Barfield as Barrows tries to fall in line right behind him.
Something consistently we're seeing is Peyton Barfield strong on restarts. You know, he took his brother out earlier. His brother's out of the race now due to that last incident as we have a battle for the lead here. Looks like Peyton Barfield got passed by 2 cars.
Well, Barfield, it looks like they got a run on and taking over the race lead. Might pick to win it. The 90 of Nathan Barrows out front with the 18/58 of Tyler Hessling right behind him.
Barfield down to the bottom, and Nathan Barrows is going to try to cut that air off.
Well, I tell you what, though, you know, Peyton realized probably one of the biggest competitors he had tonight was his brother. So he just cleaned his clock and took him out early on. Didn't have to worry about him.
Send it to the back and let the slow cars deal with the rest of them.
Yep, as Barfield is struggling now that he doesn't have his brother up there, has no help. He's falling back to the first spot. Caution!
And we got a yellow.
Jacob Brooks just junked it, went off the track. Let's see what happened here. Rewind it a little bit. Oh, looks like a couple cars got collected there. Let's go to the chopper cam. So here we go. We got the 29 right there. That is Brett Malone. 100% intentional.
Oh! Oh!
Oh, man, the 29 is finished. And I tell you what, folks, if you're new here, get used to hearing this. That car is junk as he's crab walking down the backstretch. The 29 of Brett Malone's night is finished. Look at that go.
Get that car back on the track. He is crab walking. Oh, what are we doing?
He's doing some revenge, I think. Let's see what happened here. Oh, I think he's going for some revenge right now. We're going to stay tuned here. Let's fast forward a little bit. Let's see if we missed anything good. No, he's just going to pit road, I think. Oh, no, he's still going. Still going.
He must think they can fix that car.
I think he's going for some payback. Who's he looking for? I forgot who took him out.
Rear back live.
Who knows? But Nathan Barrows my pick to win it, leading this race. Caution number 6 here tonight. Boy, the good news is there's no faster pairs. Because I tell you what, if we did have faster pairs, we would probably have about 27 cautions here tonight. Looks like most of the field is wanting to come down pit road this time. Let's see what happens, though. We got Barrows, Hesseling, yep, Ogborn, Barfield, Williams, all of them coming down. I bet one of them's going to stay out. There we go. We got Dylan Johnson there in the 08 car. He's going to take over the race lead. He's going for the track position.
That might be the move of the race. We'll see how it plays out for him.
Boy, my pit strategy board's right. If he's really got 20 laps on those tires, which, again, this thing messes up a lot when you got a bunch of cars. That's the wrong call if he's really got 20 laps on it, but my guess is he probably pit that last caution. So we'll see how this works out here. Let's check out our
pit strategy board. Must have been made by Jesse, huh?
Yeah, you know, it looks like bumping around Jesse Becker making the Hutchinson Motorsports TV pit strategy board. Thanks, Jesse. But we're checking out the chat here. We got Mike Poole said that was the ARCA brake champion of the year. I believe he was referring to that 17 car of McSorley. Well, I tell you what, we might need to make a third development series to send McSorley down to. But let's look through the field here. Rusty Rafferty probably still has damage from smoking the wall earlier. Boy, he was running good, though, early on. Let's see if we can get that thing maybe fixed up. You see any damage on this, Christian? Let's get a little better view. That looks pretty good there.
That looks good, but I can't tell if that right side splitter's up a little bit. That might just be the way the car setup is. He looks like he's straight. It's just that setup.
Yeah, I'm thinking he fixed that thing up. So Rusty Rafferty might be able to battle up towards the front here if he can avoid the wrecks that are coming up. And we got Colton Finley there in the 23 car. I believe somebody was rooting for him earlier. He's been struggling. We got the 24 Nemmert. That's a good-looking 24 car. He got junked earlier. The 48 of Thillison, I remember he got flat tooken out there by the 17 car early on. Then we got Matt Dickerson there in the 44 car out of Ocala, Florida. Holding up the rear right now. So we're down to 23 cars left on the track, it appears. But out front's going to be the 08 of Dylan Johnson and then the 66 of Dave Wright. Both of them staying out there. They have slightly older tires, but who knows how old they are.
I think your cars to watch is going to be that 90 and that 94 of Peyton Barfield. They're back in the a little bit further back in the pack now. But you know they got that speed. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, and the guys that just pit, they will definitely be good on fuel the rest of the way.
Yep. I don't think they need to save because of where we're at.
Yeah, so I'm not sure. Again, the guys out front, we don't know their pit situation. The strategy board could be wrong. They might be good, they might not be. We're going to see how it plays out, though, as we roll into lap number 38 out of 60 here as caution number 6 ends. Christian, over under of cautions. You know, we're running out of cars slowly but surely. I'm going to say 11 cautions. What do you think, over or under?
The way it's going now, I think if I put my money on under, I'd be giving it away. We're going over.
Boy, speaking of giving away, bump and run Jesse Becker, one of the worst sports bettors in history. He loves giving his money away.
Am I seeing that 29 car never pitted? He's still crab walking?
Don't you see the 29 car out there crab walking? Green flag in here.
What is he doing?
Wow, that guy needs to be parked. That is one of the most ignorant things I've ever seen in my life. Look
He's
at
out there
him
letting
go.
cars move. Don't take me out, coach.
Look at him go here, folks. The 29, Brett Malone. Green flag in the air. Let's hop on board with the 29, Brett Malone. Christian, what are you seeing?
I'm seeing a lot of left turn down a straightaway.
Boy, he needs to be parked. This is ignorant here as the front of that car is gone and he's crab walking down the straightaway. But let's jump back out front. How about that? The 90 of Barrows making quick work of the field, taking over the race lead.
Absolutely. Barrows didn't take too long.
Boy, that high line really working. We talked to Peyton Barfield earlier. He said it was tough to pass unless you're on that high line. And that 90 car of Barrows is proving that true.
Hey, Barfield looks like he's still hanging out in the 9th position. As we're on board here, see traffic in his way. He just on the bike to get on that high line. And, you know, sometimes you just got to throw the ball.
Boy, and here comes a 0-0. Rusty Rafferty finally got that car fixed up, and after starting basically last, he's already all the way up to 9th right now.
Making that high line work, but just under Peyton, over Peyton.
Rusty Rafferty, as they're making move behind him, trying to go. Oh my
Big
gosh, it is out. Saw that coming. They were 4 wide, I believe, trying to go 5 wide. We got some guys arguing on the radio. We'll let Christian tell us about that here in a moment. But let's see the replay, see what happened. Go to the Hutchinson Motorsports chopper cam. Most beautiful chopper cam in the business. But here it is. We got the 70 there of Stephen McComas. We know he's involved. Oh, yeah. Looks like they just ran out of room there. Oh, my. Looks like they had it saved and the 06 just wasn't done. Let's hop on board here with the 06. Did he just turn right and take him out on purpose? Take a look here. Hutchinson Motorsports cockpit view.
Steering wheel there.
No, he just kicks it up the track. That's just a bad racing deal. The 84 never lifted, I don't think. Let's take a look at that again.
Tell you what, the Fryer Medical Center is going to have some clientele today.
Boy, I tell you what, if you have any medical experience, the Fryer Medical Center, we're going to need more staff down there for sure. Because we are busy down in the Fryer Medical Center with these guys driving like they are.
Attention to the audience, if you are a nurse or a doctor, we need you down to the Fryer Medical Center immediately. As we have fireworks in the track, the 69 car is not happy. He's telling people what he thinks about them, telling them how they're driving, and I can't repeat it on the air, folks.
That is, I believe, George Lesma Jr. or Jorge, whatever you want to say. He ain't happy, though. Glendale, Arizona native. But I tell you what, let's see what the 29 of Brett Malone's doing. Oh, he's still out on the track, Christian. What do you think?
Time just keeps on drifting for him. He's not hitting. He knows if he hits, he's out of the race. Because
I'm not gonna lie.
has a
This is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how he hasn't been parked by race control, but here we are as the 29 of Brett Malone continues to run this race.
I don't know why they're letting him stay on the track. There's no way he's meeting minimal speed.
Boy, this is brutal. But here we're on caution number 7. I said 11 cautions. Christians went with the over. I don't know, folks. I think the over might have been the right call. You know, when I said it right away, I was thinking the under because, you know, guys are wrecking out. We're running out of cars, but I don't think it matters. But it looks like we got everybody getting out of pit road. Your race leader, Nathan Barrows. So let's take a look, give a little shout out to some of our great sponsors. Let's pull up your Hutchinson Motorsports side-by-side cam. So we got Race Deck, Rogue Energy, One to Go Promotions, and Patty Engineering. Christian, what do you know about Patty Engineering?
Patty Engineering, great place to go.
Most definitely. You know, if I ever need any engineering done, I head over straight to Patty's. They're the first ones I see. And then One to Go Promotions, man, best promotions in the business. I've never seen anything like it, honestly. One time I was looking for a promotion, and I gave them a call over there at One to Go, and boy, did they hook me up with something incredible that you wouldn't believe. And boy, is that Rogue Energy good or what, folks? Be sure to head over there. Put in that code. Let's pull it up here for you on the TV. Right there it is, the Rogue Energy Pole Award we gave out earlier. Discount code RER. Get 10% off your order. What a deal, folks. You know what? I might have to start a break so I can head over to the Rogue Energy website and place a large order.
Yep, you know, I've already had 2 of these tonight, but I'm going to pop up in a 3rd one. I don't know if that's good for me or not, but we're going to get some racing going one way or the other.
Well, I tell you what, Christian, we probably still got a while for this race, so you may as well go ahead and crack it open.
It's open. It tastes good. So refreshing.
So out front here, the 90 car, Nathan Barrows, your race leader. We got a new car up there in the battle, the 9 of Shane Williams. Christian, what have you been seeing of this 9 car, Shane Williams?
I'm seeing some consistency, just trying to be patient. And so an update, we do have a black flag on the track. Blake, can you imagine who that would be?
I'm going to guess the 29.
Yes, they told him he has to get it fixed or stay on the bottom off the track. He's not allowed to enter the racing service again.
I'm not going to lie. He ran probably, 5 laps with that car, even though most of them were caution. It was still impressive to see.
Yep, he didn't want to give up.
And don't give up on this 14 car, Nathan Fryer. He was running last earlier. Right now he's sitting in the 13th spot. You think he can hold on to it, Christian?
We're gonna see. Maybe he's one of those that just tries to stay in the back, keep it clean. Maybe we had him all wrong. We might not have him figured out yet, but time will tell.
There's no telling. My bet is he's going to the back, though. But the field is sick. And a big jump once again. To win it early. Nathan Barrows in a turn 1 as your race leader.
3 by 2 per second right there with Peyton Barfield trying to poke his nose in. We'll see if he makes it 3 wide.
We're going to hop on board with Barfield. Christian, go ahead and let us know what you're seeing.
I was just seeing him sticking to his guns. He's got the trap with that 18 car. That ain't the 18 car, but we all know that. Still moving along. He peeks his nose down low. Doesn't have the momentum. He's going to stay right there. Doesn't want to put that car in any bad situation.
Yeah, it looks like people are playing a little more friendly, but we do have a 3-wide battle back here a little bit. Looks like the 66 of Dave Wright stuck in the middle here between a few of them, and one of them is the 14 of Nathan Fryer.
Gotta watch out for him. He said, oh, they door each other. Send him up the track. Everybody rolls on.
Boy, Nathan Fryer trying to send that 48 car to the Fryer Medical Center.
There's a reason. It's the Fryer Medical Center.
You know, I wonder if it's because he's been there a lot or if he's sent a lot of people there.
It might be either or, but I'm hearing from race control that, again, if any nurses, doctors, if you are just an EMS staff, we need you down to the Fryer Medical Center. We have too many down there to count.
Folks, and I'll tell you what, right here answers our question earlier if Fryer was slow or not, because you see that big gap between him and the car in front of him? That right there means that 14 of Fryer is holding the field up, and that 14 car is slow. But we got a big battle here between a handful of cars. Rusty Rafferty in that 00 trying to find himself back up to the front as we're finally getting a few green flag laps. Let's see if we can keep it going.
We have a fan for Shane Williams in the chat in that 9 car.
Looks like the 29 crab walking back down the road. I'm sorry, you said Shane Williams in the 9 car? Let's see how he's doing here. Boy, I tell you what, Shane Williams must have been out there on a strategy because he started on the front row, and here he's running on in 10th. Whoever that fan is, your driver might be junk. So we jump back out front here. Nathan Barrows in the 90 car. Still leading this one, but here comes the 58 of Hessling.
on the bottom side. They got to run, but we heard from Peyton earlier that might not be the move here. He needs to get on that high side as Peyton is there strapped in the leader. Might try to go low here. Close the door action.
Yeah, you know, the only chance to pass down low is if you have a little bit of help down there and your race leader has no help. But looks like we got a big battle here 4 wide as Rusty Rafferty trying to poke his nose up there and get back up to the front.
He lost a little momentum there on that lower side out of the corner exit there, but let's see. Caution's out.
Morgan and Adele is junk here. Let's see what happened. Boy, I tell you what, that 11 car has been in a lot of wrecks. And I'm not sure any of them's really been his fault. Well, let's see if this one was. So let's hop up to the Hutchinson Motorsports Chopper Cam, best chopper cam in the business, as we roll with the 11 car there. Morgan Adele. So he enters the corner way down there. Oh, hits the apron. What is he doing?
He's actually up there at 48.
Oh, well, never mind. He was just going down pit road.
The incident was with the 48.
Yeah,
and the
let's
17
find
of Nathan Fryer.
the 14 of Fryer. So let's see what happened here between these guys. Oh, here it comes. Yeah, my log there didn't work. So let's see. We're rolling here. Is caution already out? Hey, caution's already out.
Okay, he apologized to him. That's why I thought it was
Hang
him.
on, let's rewind it a little bit. It could have been. I don't know. I have no clue
It
what
must
happened.
have been a previous incident. Yep.
This is a phantom caution here. This is what we call a chase element caution. Nothing happened. They just wanted to throw.
I'm hearing reports of a Rogue Energy can on the track in turn 3.
See this replay here, folks. We're seeing if anything happened. I don't think anything did. Got one of these Chase Elliott cautions. Let's fast forward it a little bit. Not seeing anything. Just random caution. No reason. Yeah, nothing. Unless the 11 just parks it on the track. That might have been why.
Yep.
I think that was why the 11 just parked it. So an idiot move there by Morgan. Not sure what you're doing, bud. Drive down the damn pit road instead of bringing out the caution.
No, that just right there adds another caution, adds some more elements to this race.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing out here. Some of these guys have no clue what they're doing. This might be their first time on the service. What do you think?
I would hope there was some kind of minimum to this league. I know this is the opener league, but come on, guys, let's get it together.
Yeah, come on. Parking on the backstretch, bringing out a caution for no reason when we're already getting a caution field race. That one there's just frustrating, as we were actually finally getting a battle out front. But nonetheless, caution is out. That is caution number 8. Barrows out front, Barfield second. These two have been up there all night long. Gonna be a good finish here between them two.
You gonna stick with Barrows as your race leader there, Blake?
Yep, I'm going with Barrows to win this race.
Anyway, if you got your money on him, I'm gonna get my money on Peyton Barfield. If he doesn't have it out of turn 4, he will take it.
He just could. But looking at the chat here, we got Rogue Tech saying Nathan Fryer sent a lot of people to the Fryer Medical Center. So there's our answer. It is called the Fryer Medical Center due to the way the 14 of Fryers junks people. So we got some guys still talking there on the radio. We'll loop you back into that here briefly. But we're getting the field lined up. Front row, once again, going to be Barrows and Barfield.
Talking about that car that's crap walking, he's apparently still out there. He's agreed to stay out of the race leader's way, but I don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. Honestly, this is one of the dumbest things I've ever seen in my life. Why is that 29 car allowed to be out here? That is ridiculous.
It's just a matter of time before he takes out a race leader.
I don't care if you say, I'll stay out of your way. That's points racing. That's just ridiculous. So we got a broken car out there allowed to roll around as a rolling chicane. So if we do get some green flag laps, he's probably going to be in the way and wreck the leaders. So we'll see how that plays out. But Nathan Barrows out front. He's going to take the outside line as Barfield's taking the inside.
As we come to the line, we're going to have your Hutchinson Motorsports TV 10 to go.
Here it comes, 10 to go here, folks. Be sure to click the like button on the video, subscribe to the page. This Thursday, tomorrow night, we've got the Stars and Stripes Indy 500. Going to be 3 of us in the booth. A complete 500-mile race in the IndyCar is going to be a good one. Christian, are you looking forward to it?
I can't wait. We're gonna have you, Blake, me, Christian Taylor, and Bump and Run Jesse Becker. You've seen him in the chat. You're gonna see him in the broadcast booth with us tomorrow night.
Boy, I tell you what.
Indianapolis 500.
The dirtiest driver in the game, Bump and Run Jesse Becker in the booth. I can't wait myself. But the field is set. We are ready to roll. Green flag in the air. Big jump there by Barrows as we got a battle here for second. Christian.
Peyton falling back to third. Hopefully keep that wrapped in. I got too much money on Peyton. Man, don't let me lose my money.
Man, I tell you what, these starts for the 94 have been brutal the last couple times.
If he's not in the lead, it's like he cannot get on the gas. I don't know if the tires are just hard, if he's trying to start in the wrong gear.
I don't know. Honestly, I think he's just scared. I think he's out there and he's scared.
In a race car, it's not the place to be scared. You got to be able to put that pedal to the pedal and go.
I'll tell you who's not scared. It's 00 Rusty Rafferty. He is putting that car up wherever he needs to try to get through the field. He might not be up front, but he's putting on a show. Let's hop on board.
Where he's riding the wall, scraping it a little bit. That's that car in front of him is. And
jump the field. The 31.
Four wide action.
Oh,
there was
one
a
in the
3 to
wall.
9 car hard into the wall.
Look
Oh,
out.
the junk, and it's 23 around.
23
around. That's
Colton
32.
Finley. And he's not holding his brake.
32 of them.
He's not going to hit his brake. There we go. Hey, that's impressive. 23 car. We got a fan of Colton Finley there in the chat, too. So, see what happened here with the 23. It looked like he just came up here, kind of junked himself. That's what I'm seeing. But let's hop up in the Hutchinson Motorsports chopper cam. We got the 8 car on his outside. Oh, he kind of gets doored a little bit. Didn't have much room. That's just a bad racing deal there.
Yep.
So, caution
That
number
looked
9.
Yep, that looks as no bull, but I'm sure he's saying some kind of bull word with that 4-letter word following it right now.
Well, the good news, looks like Peyton Barfield somehow worked back up to second there before that caution came out. He dropped all the way back to, 4th or 5th there briefly.
Hard check up in the back of the pack. We got Rock in the chat. No, Colton.
Rock, that's what happened, bud. Colton's car is junk here tonight for the SuperStar ARCA East season opener on Hutchinson Motorsports TV, the world's #1 streaming service. Christian, what are you thinking so far here as we enter caution number 9 on the night?
We're only 2 away from our over. With 7 laps to go, you think it would not be feasible, but I saw these guys. I don't understand. Let's just get this race over with, gentlemen. We got 9 to go on the board. Put those belts
6
tight.
to go.
Put your head down. 6 to go. What am I looking at?
I feel like it's jumped down too, but nonetheless, can you find out how many green, white checkers did we get here? Can you confirm that?
I will. Give me just a second.
Oh,
We're
Christian's
talking about it in chat right now.
Oh. 3 green,
Maximum
white
of a
checkers.
3. Yes.
All right,
Okay, so you asked and they delivered.
Yep, well done. But we got Sora in the chat rooting for Finley. I believe Finley just
Colton
junked
Finley.
it. Yeah, Colton Finley. So a bunch of fans for Colton, but he's out here junking race cars in front of his friends and family. So Colton Finley out here letting his friends and family down. My, oh my, must be a tough feeling for that 23 car. I think he's in the 23, isn't he, Christian?
That would be the case. Yes.
Yeah, so definitely. Christian, if you're in that 23 car letting down all your friends and family tuning in, what are you thinking?
I have been there. I have done that. My wife in the chat, my father in the chat, Mr. Wayne Taylor. I have let them all down before. You know it good and well. I've done it right here on Hutchinson Motorsports TV.
Yeah, and there's a lot of times, that sometimes that green flag drops and you see that 96 car Christian Taylor, he looks bad fast, but then in about 10 or 15 laps, them tires are junk.
Yep, give me a short run, I'll run with you. You give me a long run, I'm falling to the back.
Yeah, but we got Real Big 87. He's not happy. Not sure who he's rooting for. He might be rooting for Colton Finley as well. It looks like we're going to get the field set here.
Real Big 87 is a Shane Williams fan.
Boy, Shane Williams, he had some good luck going there for a little bit, but right now sitting in the 9th spot, not too bad. Look at that 9 car.
Yep, car. we saw him get into the wall right before that wreck. He might have indirectly caused it. We don't know.
Now, Christian, if you're in this field, do you think next week some of these guys might say, I don't know if I'm coming back?
Well, a few of them we would hope, but the rest of them, I don't. I think we're going to be racing. I think we're going to clean it up. We are the first race of the league. Always has the most cars. I mean, a few of them won't come back. That's just how it goes. But
yeah, you know. Yeah, most definitely, I agree. You know, me and you, we both helped run leagues before, and that's just the nature of these races. You know, there's one bad race, everybody says this is the worst league ever, they'll leave, get all mad. But it all washes out in the end. You know, we're here, season opener, we're at Michigan. This really, Michigan really makes you want to go 4 wide a lot, because it's just so wide. There's a lot of room. You think you can make it work, and it just doesn't always work.
you get those runs, you see that hole, and, you know, if gap car is not always the best motto.
Yeah, we're going to see here as the field is set. Pace car's going to head in. We're going to have 4 laps left to go when we drop the green. My bet is we're definitely going to get at least 1 more caution, probably 2 or 3. But, hey, you never know. Maybe we'll just have a green flag run to finish this one.
Pace car is off. Rolling to the Geico restart zone.
It's going to be Barrows in the 90 on the high side. Barfield in the 94 on the bottom. Green flag in the air, and that's probably the best start Peyton Barfield's got as he tries to get the bottom rolling.
He doesn't. He's falling back. People checking up behind him.
Boy, they tried to leave him
Kind
high
of
and
single
dry.
file here.
Yeah, they almost left him high and dry, but he was able to throw a block there on that Mountain Dew car.
Yep, they would have railroaded him on the top side. He pops his car in there and says, "Wait a minute, you ain't going anywhere without me."
Oh, Rusty Rafferty there. Oh, look out.
Oh, wait, car.
Yeah, wait,
Off into the wall.
And the car. Man, I tell you what, these are the fastest cautions I've ever seen in my life. Are these iRacing cautions, you think?
I think they are.
I'm pretty sure they gotta be.
Because usually if you're spinning off to that inside off the track, it doesn't usually always
Well, but
throw
then
it,
again,
the
the guy that parked it on the inside earlier, they threw a caution for. But I don't know.
Yep,
We're going to see
that
here.
was an iRacing.
So the other, oh, he just got hooked. He got jumped. Oh, it's a 14 fire. Just sent another one to the fire medical center. Oh, my. Was that intentional, Christian?
I don't know. Let's see an in-car from Nathan Fryer.
Yeah, let's
I think
hop on
he's
board.
got, you know, his family owns that medical center. He's got to keep them in business.
That's true. You know, that is a good thought here. So we're going live here, Fire Medical Center.
It happened.
Yeah. I'm
Credit
going
where
to
it's
put that
due.
on him.
Nope. Car above him, whoever that was, sent that 08 down into the Fryer.
But you know what? We're still going to say Nathan Fryer sent another one to the Fire Medical Center. So caution is out. This is number 10, folks. We get 1 more caution in the over bet is gonna cash. So, folks, I'll tell you what. Let's take a short break here. We'll be back in a moment. Hutchinson Motorsports TV, SuperStar ARCA Series East coming back next year. Looks like we're going 1 to green this time around here, folks. We're going to get a natural green-white checker. This one shouldn't count towards one of the 3 that we're going to get here tonight, most likely.
What I'm seeing is correct. It is going to. I might be wrong. My scoring might be incorrect.
If we're going green this time, it's just going to be a natural one, so it shouldn't count. But I don't know. We'll see how it plays out.
We ain't making it to the white flag anyway. Don't worry about it, Blake.
You know, it doesn't really matter as we look through the chat here. Nathan's draining my retirement count there, and Rogue Tech 1138 saying in the chat.
But the pace car is off.
Yeah, Christian, go ahead and take a screen.
Going to the Geico restart zone. Nathan Burrows, he gets that jump like we've been seeing before. Peyton Barfield spins the tires a little bit there. We're going to see if they can get it going. He doesn't. He's kind of falling back there. This might not be his race anymore.
Yeah, you know,
Tyler Hisling.
I'm not going to lie, that 94 Barfield's not really been impressing me lately. He's got decent speed, but I just don't think he's got race winning speed here tonight.
I think this is going to come down, if we stay green, down to that Tyler Hisling in the 58
Well, I tell you
18
what.
car, and then Nathan Burrows.
Well,
Caution is out. We are
there's a
not
caution.
going white flag racing.
Who would have thought it? Caution is out. That's number 11. Let's see what happened here. Looks like David Nemmert here in the number 24 machine involved. I just kind of lost it there. Lost it again. Comes down. Man, I tell you what, most of these cautions really shouldn't even came out, I feel like. I feel like we got iRacing cautions. I don't think admins are throwing these. If that's a one-car incident and last, there's no reason for that caution. I hope iRacing threw that one. And that's
You think it's handage there? That might be an intentional caution there.
I don't know, but like I said, we've had 3 or 4 of those cautions that really shouldn't have came out. I think it's just iRacing cautions costing us a lot of time here. But the good news is we're only doing, 90 miles here tonight, which is 60 laps. So we're going to have another green-white checkered. Barrows out front, Hessling in second, followed by McClellan, Rafferty, Ogborn, and Barfield all the way back to 6. I tell you what, Peyton Barfield needs to practice his restarts because they suck.
Absolutely. And I am seeing this is green-white checker 2 or 3 now on my side. I'm not sure what your side's showing currently.
Well, good to know here. So we got number 2, green-white checkered. We're only going to get this one and then one more, and then we're going to end this one under yellow.
Wait, let's be hopeful. Maybe we'll see that white flag this time.
It is possible. All they got to do is go one lap. When we get that white flag, you can't throw a yellow. So, I mean, it is possible. I'll give him that. But Nathan Barrows, he's been dominating the back half of this race. But, again, it's just been restart after restart, and the head car's been getting the better restarts all night long. So, if he just keeps it up, should have a good shot at this one.
He's consistently choosing that high line. We know that's the dominant line, so he gets that high line. He stays there. He's not getting past.
Yeah, you know, I tell you what, Nathan Barrows, earlier this week, he's been calling me all week asking for setup help. I've been helping him out because, you know, he's just a good guy, and he knows Hutchinson Motorsports has the best setups in the business. So he's giving me some calls, asking some stuff about toe in, toe out, and some other stuff. And thankfully, it's been working out for him, and I'm glad to see this Hutchinson Motorsports setup bringing that number 90 car out front.
You know, you've never hooked me up with any of those, and I work here, Blake.
Well, you know, they're really top secret. I just can't give them to anybody.
I'm your employee, but okay, we're going to see how this race goes. We're coming down the backstretch with 1 to go. Second of 3 green-white cautions.
Yeah, we're going to be dropping the hammer, going green again. This is going to be the second green-white checkered. Once again, we only get 3 of them. So we're going to see how it plays out. Here's the field is set. Going to be Barrows on the high side, Hessling on the bottom.
If I'm Hessling, I just got to time right with Barrows. That's my only chance. You got to launch with him.
Really, and he has to get that 6 of McClellan to get on his bumper. McClellan has to get a good start for Hessling to have any chance at all. As we get in the restart zone, green flag in the air. Another good jump there by the 90 of Barrows.
And that bottom line just doesn't go again. We ain't working together on the bottom line. It's every man for himself down there.
As we head into turn 1, the battle for second as Rusty Rafferty, he's been in the front, he's been in the back, and here he is at the end of the race trying to win it.
Got some 3 wide back door-to-door action back there. Peyton Barfield on that high side with the run, catching up to that 000 car.
Yeah,
goes down low. He knows better than that.
If we're going to get a caution, it's going to be right here. They're 5 wide into 3 and 4. There we go.
There they go.
Sideways caution is out. Boy, everybody's
Oh my God, we have a car. No.
There's 2 of
We have
them
2
upside
cars.
down. Oh, my. Oh.
Okay, if you have even CPR certification, we need you immediately to the Flyer Medical Center.
The Fryer medical staff is sprinting onto the racetrack as we have 2 upside down. I'm not sure whose those were. Looks like the 70 might have been upside down. Let's rewind it and see what happened to that car. He's missing
sure
a whole
hope
hood.
the
Oh,
color's okay.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Here it is. Well, let's get a little better replay here. Hop up to the chopper cam, see what happened. So we saw him 5 wide and 3 and 4. We knew this was coming. Let's slow it down here. So there it is. They're sideways. Going in, the 6.
21 into the 6.
Yeah, the 6 just dooring the 21. Then we got the 70. He's really an innocent bystander here. He's about to go for the ride of his life. As a 6 gets into the wall, we're going to stay slow motion so we know what happens here. 6 and 21 still connected. Oh, the 6 gets, or the 9. Yeah, the 9 gets net coated kind of a little bit. Spins it out. Here comes the 70. Nowhere to go. Smokes the 97, and here's the rest.
Bam, bam. Hard. Oh, 70 with a hard hit.
All right, he went for a ride on his head. Oh, the 21 flips. We got 3 flips there. Oh, my.
Mike Poole in the chat says, Fryer Medical Center busier than Walmart on Black Friday. I think that's an understatement, Blake.
Oh, my. The Fryer Medical Center. They are having the most hell night of their life. Boy, what a nightmare for all those employees.
They've had to do 4 emergency surgeries. They've had to amputate an arm, I'm hearing. There's been fights in the pits. They have black eyes, broken nose, coming in left and right. I'm going to have to go for my high blood pressure. This has been something, man.
My, oh, my, what a race here tonight. This is going to be our last chance at the green-white checker. So if a caution comes out, that's going to end the race. So Barrows, I mean, honestly, I would bet every dollar I have in my bank account for Barrows to win this race. Because the caution comes out, it's over, and all he's got to do is hold them off for just a lap and a half.
Race control can pick that caution button up, throw it in the trash. They don't need it for the rest of the night.
And folks, I've just received word Bryce Barfield has just left the Fryer Medical Center. A confirmed concussion. They say he might have CTE. Looks like the field is set. We're going to drop the hammer, go green. Once again, folks, remember, this is the last chance at the green-white checkered we're going to get here. If a caution comes out, the race is over.
Green flag, green
And
flag.
the green flag's in the air. And there's a 29 out there, still crab walking in the back, by the way, Christian.
We got a race, 94, inside, trying to hold on. He got that restart I was talking about before. They're making it work. Door-to-door action in the 1 and 2. They're working behind it. We're staying green, though.
Well, that answers our question earlier, Christian. Those were not iRacing cautions. We were just throwing admin cautions for single car spins in the back and on the 8. So we're heading down the back stretch into 3 and 4. Side by side battle for the race. Lee Payton able to save it. Here comes the 90 of Barrows out of turn 4 into the Geico restart zone. We're on board the race leader, Nathan Barrows. In front of a sold-out crowd. White flag in the air. Last time around the Speedway.
94 getting the run. Can he clear him? He's side by side with him. And the 31 goes around. We're still green.
31 got jumped there, but we still got the 5 cars racing forward out front. Looks like Barfield going to lose some momentum. No help on the bottom. Just what the 90 of Barrows wanted to see. Heading into 3 and 4 for the final time. They're 3 wide for second. Nathan Barrows out front. Looks like it's his race to win. In front of a sold-out crowd. Michigan International Raceway. Nathan Barrows wins it.
And a photo finish for second. I don't know if Peyton got it there.
Unofficial scoring showing Hessling in the second. Barfield in the
He's
third.
showing off. Nathan Barrows, he's excited. Kind of drifting the turn.
Boy, you know what? At least the best car won it. Nathan Barrows dominated the back half of that race. He got the job done here tonight. Parking in victory lane.
Them Hutchinson Motorsports setups must be something, Blake. We need to have a conversation after this, man.
Yeah, you know, they're pretty impressive, not going to lie. But let's take a look at the chat here. Go ahead and pull in our race winner here. Looking for him here. We got so many damn chats.
I'm not sure
He's in here he is. Nathan, Blake, and Christian up in the booth. You got us?
Yeah, I got you, man.
Hey, you were able to park at victory lane in the caution-filled race, but I tell you what, you had that 90 car hooked up front all race long.
Oh yeah, yeah. That last restart, that was the first bad restart I had all race. I'm just glad I was able to keep the lead. Appreciate you guys' commentary. It's the only thing kept me entertained with all those yellows.
Yeah, you know, it was definitely a different kind of race. I've seen a lot of things I've never seen before, including a car crab walking out there under multiple green flag runs.
Oh yeah, I saw that quite a few times. I hope next week's a little cleaner, but I'm thrilled to be first winner in the ARCA East Series. I'm excited to be back next week.
Hey, Christian, what do you got?
Well, but through that car crap walking, I know that had to be on your mind. You knew he was out there. Peyton Barfield was pretty much your only competition for most of the race. Did you feel like he was going to have anything for you, or did you just keep your head down?
I thought he might on that last restart, and the restart before that, before the yellow came out, he got me a little bit off of 4. And it was just good racing of him. If he had been able to set up a good run, get off that bottom, because the top side is so dominant all night, he couldn't get a run right there at the end. So in that final lap, I was just able to try and manage a draft and had him free wide back there and was able to just pull away.
I got you. As we move in next week to Motegi Oval, how do you do there?
I have not even bought the track, so I guess I'll do that.
That makes
I'll
two
have
of
to
us.
see.
Yeah, you know, it's going to be interesting. I'm going to guess the Motegi Oval is not made for clean and green racing, so we might have a sketchy race next week, but who knows? I haven't seen the track.
All right, well, I'll just try and do what I did today, stay up front, and keep away from the carnage.
Yeah, but hey, you did a great job as you parked that 90 in victory lane. You might have did a little bit of damage there during your burnout, but should be good to go for next week. You got any shout-outs here for our great fans here at Hutchinson Motorsports TV before you head out?
Thank my my friends, my family, my dad, my mom, my brother, a few other people. I think Tristan's watching. If he's watching, did what I said I would do, and yeah, look forward to being back next week.
All right, well, hey, great job here parking it in victory lane, race number 1 of the season of the SuperStar ARCA East Series. Hopefully it won't be the last time we see you up here. Congratulations on the big win.
Appreciate it. Hope to see you guys again soon.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, there's so many voice channels. It took me a while to find it. But so there's Nathan Barrows parking at victory lane. He was my pick to win it there in the middle of the race. He got the job done. He was the best car, was able to win it, even though we had a bunch of wrecks, a bunch of cautions. We had some entertainment as well. Christian, what'd you think of this one?
I think this was something that we all need to take a look back at. If you are a driver in this series, watch the entire race back and learn. We got a long season, 10 races. We need to work well together, and I think we have potential. But oh my, we're living up to the ARCA name.
Yeah, you know, and I'm not going to lie, I don't know much about the Motegi Oval. I pulled up some pictures, and let's just say I think we got our work cut out for us next week. I don't think there's going to be a lot of room there, but hey, you never know. We're going to see how it works out. Can't be much worse, but folks, it's a long season, 10 weeks, SuperStar ARCA East racing right here on Hutchinson Motorsports TV. We're going to be back next Wednesday night, same time, same place.